Okie dokie. Alright, let's see. Let's see if this goes live or not. Live or YouTube crash, call it. There we go. Okay, that should be coming up any second now. Well, ideally any second now. Okay, there we go. It does show that I'm live. Alrighty. Hey, Noah. Pleasure to have you on. Let me check. Okay, that's so much louder. Oh, it's because my volume's at like 200%. Okay, perfect. Let me just put the ad on the server that the thing is up. Stream notifs. Alright, perfect. Now I can probably get started. I gotta get them refs first, because I know the fellow was there. Alright, perfect. Okay, let me get those ref sheets real quick. Yeah, so they gave me a color palette, which is a big help. Alrighty. Let me just, there we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Just getting those refs real quick. There we go. Okay, I think this is it. Perfect. Only here for a bit before going to work. Alright, sure thing, dude. No worries. Just adding this here. This one should be a relatively simple stream too, because this is just one slot. So this is the last slot of the YCH for this season. I guess it's not really dawning on me, but like, yeah, this is gonna be the last one for the BikiniFit. So who's this? This is Berzies. This is gonna be the last one for the BikiniFit YCH. Like, it has been a ride. I'll say that much. There's been so much that like has happened with these. I haven't really thought about it too much, honestly. Let me see. Let me share the stream with anyone else who's interested. Okay, perfect. Let's see. I'm gonna wait a sec, see if anybody else wants to get online, and then I'm gonna get started. Ooh, actually, wait, let me check beforehand. Did they say they wanted any outfit in particular? Yeah, bikini outfit. Okay. So I guess the vibe is just like whatever it feels like. All right, perfect. Let's see. Okay, 2 people watching, but I think we're good to start. Really, honestly, might as well. Okay. One last second. Am I missing any of the refs? No, that should be just fine. Okay, in that case, I think I'm gonna get started. So, very silvery horns is what I'm seeing straight off the bat. All right. Okay, I think I have an idea. Yeah, okay, I think I see. I see. Here we go. So, like, big little kind of bunny ear ties here on the side. Ooh, and then maybe it like flares out over here. That could be nice. That could be really nice. Let me try that. Yeah, something like this. Oh my goodness. I have so much phlegm all of a sudden. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna try and get something that's relatively similar to this kind of character's vibe. Let's give it a shot. Let me play some transparency here, why not? Anybody responded yet? Okay, no responses. Now, I'm not quite sure what the vibe here is gonna be. Definitely still gotta figure that out. Okay, gonna do some thinking. Not sure how I feel about this. Maybe... Oh, hey, Humberto. Here we are. Pleasure to have you on the stream. I don't think you've been here before. Or I think you have, like, once or twice. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. It's been quite a few of these streams in the last few days. Well, regardless, it's good to have you here. I think I'm gonna go with this kind of look I did with the other ones. This was a very nice look to mess around with. There we go. This kind of like side swept part here. Yeah, I kind of like this a bit. Let's try this out. Not sure how the chest is gonna work. Oh, I know. I have an idea. Something like so. Then maybe the fabric comes up like this. There we go. Chest goes up there, and then we'll kind of bring this out here a little bit. I think for this one we'll go with this this big stripe motif a bit more. You know, I think I'm gonna go with the strapless look for this one. Just for fun. And we'll bring this over here. See how that looks. Like so. Maybe how would that look with straps? Well, it kind of does look better with straps, honestly. I think we'll go with that. Let's try it. Why not? There we go. Okay, so I have the look down, I think. General kind of idea of it is right there. Now I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Ooh, actually, wait. Idea. Yeah, let's try something. Experiment a little bit. Hmm. I'll add the tail over here. Maybe add like a bit of a shape here. Why not? Try that out a bit. Not entirely sure how I feel about it. No, maybe not. Ooh, wait, actually this could work. Yeah, okay, let's try this. Like a water pattern kind of coming down it. Yeah, I think this could be a good look. Let's try it. Well, assuming I could actually get the water pattern right. It doesn't look quite right. Maybe like so. Ooh, wait, I think I got an idea coming now. Like an actual one. Yeah. I think I did a pattern like this similarly, relatively similar in an older stream. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I did like how this ended up looking. Ooh, and then maybe this is like a shiny fabric here to go with the horns. And then I could probably use that pin light technique there too, that I did with Mark Zuckerberg's. Let's try it. And I've noticed they've definitely got a bit of a floral pattern going, so we might play into that a little bit. I believe these are hibiscus flowers. Yeah. Here we go. And maybe I'll clear this out a bit, make some space. There we are. Add in some reflections there. Actually, no, this should be good enough on its own. And just bring this down here. Perfect. Now I'm going to play with the look around here. I think definitely lower here would be good. And continue that here. Ooh, this is coming out really nice, I think. Same as the other ones. Here we go, and pull the fabric back there. Right, okay. So we have a look down. And then we'll pull this over. This part will be white. And pull this part over here too. Oh, the tail. Right, let me add that in. How's this pattern go? Oh, the tip of the tail actually is a bit unique. It's like this kind of glowy bit at the end. Okay, so moving on to this part. Not sure how the patterns are going to be. Oh, but maybe I should actually add this in here too while I'm at it. Wonderful. There we go. Maybe I'll extend this fabric out a little bit too while I'm at it. Okay, now what to add? Where do I go from here? So I've got the pattern and I've got the look of it down. What next? Oh, hey, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm sorry, I had to. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm working on this one right now. And this is definitely a bit of a complex character, so this is going to be a curious one. Here we go. You know, I was actually talking about it earlier. I just noticed this is actually the random art stream is next. Yeah, that one's definitely not coming today, but probably sometime next week, maybe Monday. Doing these streams has definitely kept me on task, for sure. There we go. Pull this line up here. So yeah, no, I was actually mentioning it earlier, looking fun already. Oh, thank you. But yeah, it was like how you're already playing into their floral design. Yeah, I thought, you know, it'd be a quaint little thing to try out. I've already been thinking a lot about though how like whatchamacallit. This is actually the last slot for this YCH. This is the last one for a while. I'm definitely gonna go back to it, but probably not for a fair bit of time. But this is the last slot, and yeah, no, it's crazy. I think I'll allow people to like if they want to commission one separately, I'll allow it for like a pretty significant upcharge because I definitely want to move to some other stuff. But as far as like a YCH round goes, yeah, this is the last one for a while at this price. It's crazy. I hadn't really, I was saying I hadn't really thought about it until this point. But like, this YCH has definitely been like probably one of the most fun things I've done in a while. Hey, Max. But yeah, no, it's crazy. This YCH has really helped me out as of late. And since this is the last one, it's definitely very jarring. Here we go. Now reflective surfaces on this is going to be kind of hard. So I think I'm just going to have to cheat a little bit. I'm going to totally fill this entire horn in because this horn is like a silverish color kind of. So I think I can do that if I try something out here. God, yeah, no, this YCH has been just like amazing in general. It did really well. It did way better than I thought it was gonna. I did not think it would last this long, like without a doubt. Yeah, no, just thinking about it is kind of nuts because like I said, I didn't think it was ever gonna make it to this point. It did way better than I was expecting. It's really kind of helped support my art all in all. But like, yeah, no, it's kind of nuts. Okay, this isn't quite what I wanted. This is much better. More space for the horn to kind of swoop in. There we go. But yeah, if ever anyone is ever interested in getting one of these again, uh, like you can ask me, like they'll be open. Technically speaking, like the rounds won't be open, but like you could just ask and I'll probably allow it and just charge like a fair bit more than what the base price is. So it'll be more like 200 or something like that. Ooh, I like that. These are nice horns. And the ears. I gotta put the ears. Makes sense, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. How's the snout? It's like a dragon snout. Kind of. It's a bit flat. Okay. Do they have side tufts? Yes, they do. Let me see. And yeah, they definitely have this kind of look about them. Here we go. So I'll add in the eyeshadow right here as well. I should probably lower the opacity on this so I have a better look. Interesting. Okay. Eye needs to be bigger. That's for sure. Actually, the eye should probably be on a separate layer while I'm at it. And I'll move the the eyebrow down. I also do a monster truck commission. Interesting. Is that another YCH or is that just a commission? Personas as monster trucks? That's quite unique. Here we go. Damn. Okay. So I guess I will just have to go with the standard snout mouth. I'm gonna have to make the mouth a bit bigger though, I think. No, the eyes should be higher and very slightly smaller. No, like that. And the eyebrow should be a bit further back. I think it's this horn that's kind of throwing me off. I think the horn is a little too low. Let's try this. Here we go. Yeah, that might be a better spot, honestly, for it. There we go. And the fur pattern will climb up the front of the face. Just like so. I don't know, there's something off about it to me. Hang on, let me adjust it slightly. Something very slightly off about it, I'm not sure. It's the mouth, I think. Okay, I think that's better. I think I like this smile a little more. Hang on, let me redraw the eyes, see how this goes. They're more of an almond shape, so they're a little bit smaller than I think I was anticipating. Yeah, I think this is closer to what she actually looks like. No one's really used my YCH yet. Some people have asked, such would. Yeah, sometimes it's how it goes. It can take a few days. Don't be discouraged. Sometimes you just gotta keep at it. That's how it goes. Now she does have all these piercings. I just want to be sure how many that is. So I think it's 2 kind of vertical like this, and then it's 1, and then it's 4 rings, I believe. So let's try that. Oh, I think I see what the problem is now. I think the head just has to be bigger itself. So it looks so off to me. Just a fair bit bigger. Enough to fit. And the horn should probably be a tiny bit smaller. This one is definitely kind of out of proportion. Here we go. Much better. And now for the ears. Perfect. And the earrings. And now I think these are rings down here. I can't entirely be sure though. Hang on, let me see how this looks. Hang on, so this one is my reference point here. So this one comes through here, all the way up here. And then another double one, I think. Or actually, that looks more like a claw or something. Hang on, I think they sent a couple other references that are a bit higher res. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see now. They're like little spears. Okay, that makes more sense. So these come out like this. These are like 3 little balls, and then they come out like spears. And then there's, I believe that's a square one down here. And then there's a little diamond beside it. And then there's 2 kind of diamonds up here. And I think that's all of them. Oh, there's a ring here as well. 2 rings, actually. And I think that's all of them. I think that's the most piercings I've ever done on a character. Oh, there's more, actually. There's several studs on the snout. How did I miss that? And then I think there's a couple on the cheek as well. one here. Then one down here as well. Yeah, there's quite a few piercings on this one. It's kind of neat, actually. I haven't really done many piercings, now that I think about it. Here we go. Maybe not. Yeah, because that's going to unbalance the piercings. I should keep that kind of clean. Okay, let me get the ear shape in for this one. And then I'll replicate the look. Might be a little bit tough. Especially at this angle. Okay, so it's diamond, rectangle, spar. What are these called? I think these are called industrial piercings, the ones that are like a bar that goes through. Is that what they're called? I can never remember. 2 rings and then the spears. And I believe, oh, the 2 diamonds. I almost forgot. These 2. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then I think I just need to adjust her head a little bit higher. And what's missing? Something's missing. Oh, right, the choker. I should probably add that in as well. So her head, I think we'll connect the neck down here. So her neck is fairly smooth, so I'm going to keep it like that. Here we go. Oh, damn. Head might need to be a little bit lower. Yeah, that's much better. Here we go. Perfect. And we have the straps around there. And I'll add a bit of reflection in there too while I'm at it. Excellent. Okay, so I don't think there's anything too major that needs to be changed about this. It's the patterns that are going to be a wee bit difficult to figure out. Yeah, the floral patterns on the fur are going to be kind of their own thing for sure. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Now, is there anything I'm missing before I go on? Just one last check. Oh, yeah, the fingers have claws on them. Good catch. There we go. Okay. Now I'll erase this a tiny bit here, and I'll get the lines back in, and that should be good. We should be good for color. I'll send the line art to the commissioner, and then I'll see what they think. I will say though, this is very, very strange for me, because like it's weird. Because after this, I've been relying on these YCHs pretty heavily for most of the late summer, so it's weird thinking that I'm not going to be doing them for a while. I know the next one I have a pretty good idea for. I have a couple good ideas I've been meaning to try, but I think I'm going to miss doing these. These are fun. I guess we'll see how the next ones go, you know? Okay, I think I can merge these down. There we are. I don't think it's anything too particularly egregious I have to change. Okay, perfect. I also make shapeshifter OCs, and yes, sir, I'll have the ability to turn into cars or monster trucks. It seems like you have a theme there. Curious. That's pretty neat. Mark Zuckerberg, it is important to start breaks like that. They're important though. Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely have to start doing something else. Like, I've loved doing these, but I gotta try something else. I can't always do these. Uh, so the next one is probably gonna be a seasonal YCH that I'll do just for the Halloween season. And then right after that, I'm probably going to open up the next like big bulk YCH that's going to last a while. I think the Halloween one is going to be expensive, but it's probably going to be like a comic YCH. And I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that one. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to send this to the commissioner and see what they think. Ooh. I really like how the piercings look, actually. I think it's a nice little look. It's the colors that are going to be tough, that's for sure. Let me get a good angle. And screenshot. Alright, let's see what they think. Okie dokie. In the meantime, I think I'll just fill in a bit of the color in advance. And then right after that, I think if they don't get back to me for a little bit, I'm gonna work on that Eleanor piece I was doing. It's pretty much done, but I'm really struggling with the background. Oh, actually, yeah, let me merge that. There we go. And now for color. So the inner fur appears to be white. It's like a silvery kind of white. So let's play into that. That is way too white. Yeah, this is closer to what I had in mind. Like this. Yes, exactly like that. There we go. Bring this down. Oh, hey, Glog. Welcome back to the stream. Glog was on here on the last one, I think, a bit earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'll just get some of the color basing down first while I'm at it. Just so I don't have to worry about it too much later. Hey, Glog. Ooh, okay, I do like how this blue is coming out. Oh, this is very nice. I just hope it doesn't blend too much with the fur. In which case I might have to make this black, actually. Ooh, wait, yeah, actually black would look really good on this character. Yeah, black would look gorgeous on this character, I think. Black and bronze, I think. Yeah, black and bronze, let's try it. So I'm going to try a sort of weaving pattern here with these. Let's see how that looks. Black and bronze. Yeah, that's what was immediately coming to mind for me. Because that's kind of what would immediately contrast with all this, all the blue that's going to be on them. Ooh, that's sick. Oh, I'm glad you think so, dude. Yeah. We're gonna see how this looks. Let's try it. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. I want to get this down while the idea is still in my head. Ooh, okay, I like that. I really like that a lot. Okay, that definitely feels like the right path so far. Bit too saturated. There we go. That's it. That's the one. And I think I'll add a gradient to that. And to this gold here at the center. Oh, that looks really good, actually. I actually do really like that a lot. Alright, we're sticking with it. That's it. We're going with that one. I think that's a good look for sure. It definitely, I think it suits her color palette because this is going to be a lot of blue and it definitely needs it for the contrast. And I think the flower will alternate too, and the centers will be gold. Little pips in here. Right, certainly. Uh, I think I'm gonna make the choker gold as well, actually, just so it suits the theme. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize how goofy I made the lines here. Color that in manually. Color that in manually. Oh my goodness, sorry. I forgot how to speak English today. Oh, that looks really good. Now, what I'm not entirely sure about is whether or not these should be... Never mind, I'm sold on it. These are dark orange now. That just looks right. Yeah, that just straight up makes sense. Like, I don't even have an argument against that. That just looks right. And this edge band will be kind of this dark orange color as well. Now it's the bows I don't know entirely, because those will need to be a contrasting color. They can't really be bronze as well, because it's not going to look right. But they can't be white, which is what I was thinking of having them. They can't be blue and they can't be white, but those are the only real colors that actually contrast with orange, so... What a pickle this is. Alright, let's try this. Let me see, have they responded yet? No. Okay. I'm just going to finish this bikini, and then if there's no response, I'm just going to go straight over to the Eleanor pick and see if I can finish that. I guess this should also be kind of dark. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. I really like that. It's very... Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but I really like it. It's very something. Ooh, RGB. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And I think I'll add a gradient to the black while I'm here. See how that comes out. Alright, lighten that up a bit. Darken this a bit. RGB gaming fabric. Literally. Oh, God. Okay, that is majestic. That is such a nice gradient. I really like this a lot. That looks really nice. I really like that. I've been saying that a lot recently. My brain just kind of ambiently goes to that first thing, usually, I've noticed. It just feels right, doesn't it? Like, it feels like it makes sense. Oh, that's like perfect. That's actually like perfect. Damn, yeah, that looks really good. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm saying it in like an abstract sense, because like when I see it, it just feels like it makes sense to me. I don't know if it actually is or not, but I really appreciate that you guys also think so, because sometimes I can't really tell with my own designs. Uh, but just kind of looking at it, it feels right. Like this is the kind of thing that like I think would be nice to wear. Like it looks comfortable, but also nice. I don't know how physically possible this part is though. Like I hope it is because it's a cool part, but I guess we'll never know. Uh, damn. Yeah, these bows are really gonna be the death of me. I have no idea what color these are gonna be. I could just put them in now. No, I guess she will be orange. Never mind. Because the teal looks really good just off the bat. Because teal always looks good. True, might have to be a bit form fit. Yeah, I can kind of imagine how something like that would be manufactured, or like actually sewn, how it would be seamed across. But it would need some kind of support structure, and I think you would very much need to have the kind of body for that. And I just don't know if that would be practical in most circumstances. God, the blue looks so good. I really like this blue. Such a nice shade of blue. Don't get me wrong, I wish it was real. It'd be really cool if it was real. Damn, that is a nice shade of blue. I really hope we can keep this because this works really well with it. Actually, it kind of looks better without the gradient. Teeny bit. I'll just leave that as is. Lest it need to be changed in the future. Okay, no response yet from the commissioner. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to get back to what I was doing over here. Alright, so this is the L&R piece I was working on, and I am so baffled with it. Oh, God, I can't figure it out for the life of me. Oh, that was loud. It's like I know what kind of look I want it to have, vaguely. So I think this text needs to be smaller. I think that's a good size for it. Maybe. Does it look bigger, actually? Yeah. I don't mind that, actually. Let's try that. Okay, that is not the right font. Let me actually get the proper font, which should be my condensed font. There you go. Wondering why that was there. This should be 1,200 points. Yeah. Font jump scare. Pretty much. That's how it feels sometimes. Okay, this feels small. This feels too big. I've got to have a better font than this. That would, like, one that makes, like, the one that feels right a bit more. Oh, this one is really unique, but it's not very readable. That doesn't work for this one. No. Diogia. I thought I got rid of that one. You know what? That is a funky font. Trashy. I could use Bullet again, but I feel like it doesn't really fit the aesthetic of Liminox. Plus I use Bullet for my YCH's block could work. This looks kind of nice. In theaters, spring '95, yeah. God, I wish. That'd be really fun. Damn, okay. I can only think of this block font that would be working with the secondary text I want to put in this. I could just do a straight up custom font for this, which I might just end up doing. Let me try something actually. No, not that. What would look right with this? Because I get the feeling that I want the long text, but I don't want to have to struggle with it so much. Okay, let me try this again. What if I just manually stretch it out? All I should make that bigger, actually. Let's try 1,500 points. Too big. 12. Much better. Okay, I'm just going to manually stretch it out, see what happens. And then I'll do the thing I thought would look better originally. Okay, and then... Not sure how I feel about that, actually. What do you guys think? Let's go up another few pixels. I kind of like it too. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, though. I really want to use this chonk font. I've been begging myself to use it for so long. Definitely it feels like something, feels like you're kind of drawing the word out. Yeah, alright, let's stick with it then. Seems like it works just fine. Ooh, actually, you gave me an idea with that coming to theaters thing. What if I put like a black bar here and I just have all the info text at the top? Maybe something like this. And then, no, pink. Maybe? No, not quite. Is this too low? Does it look like in dark? Not bad. Okay. Like this, maybe? Alone, it looks really good, but it feels too empty. Let me make her bigger. Oh my god. Slight adjustment here. Let me see any response for that. What? Any response from the commissioner? Let me see. Nope, not yet. I was also messing with the hard light settings on this, but I think this is way too saturated. Actually, wait, let me try something. What if I just make it really, really light? Can't tell if that looks better or worse, honestly. Caramel Dance and Eleanor, yeah. Pretty much. At this rate. I've been RGBing her so many times. Ooh, actually, that looks really dramatic. That looks way nicer. Get rid of this pin light, though. This pin light is kind of being annoying. I'll get rid of that. This extra overlay is also kind of tweaking me out a little bit. Peculiar. Alright, yeah, we'll ditch that too while we're at it. No, water fringe doesn't work here. Needs something. I don't know what, though. Hold up. Where are my engineering documents? If all else fails, I whip out the big guns. Yeah, this'll do. me pull out that. This works every time. That's a little too saturated, so I'm gonna make this like this. A little bit too much. Try something, maybe make this a bit more orange. What do you guys think? How does that look? Maybe like this. You know, that doesn't look right. This looks much better. I think that's almost done. I really, really, really want to fit this text in there though, somewhere. Because I think that's what it's missing. What if I do this to it real quick? I bring it over. No, okay. It might just have to straight up be like oblique. Like this text up here. But I think I can fit it in somewhere. I just really, really, really want to use this text. Really think it would fit. Okay, let's try. And then just bring that down a tiny bit. Smidgen. Okay, what do we think? Flat like this, or just make the canvas very slightly bigger to adjust for it? So let me do the flat again. Is this a slant? Sorry, is this flat? This is slanted. What do we think? And slanted. Flat. I also kind of prefer the slanted. How's that? Oh, yeah, it just feels better, doesn't it? Maybe slightly more condensed. Like that. Yeah, the slanted feels way better. I might just condense it a tiny bit. Actually, let me contrast her a little bit more so she stands out a bit better. And I should probably darken her lines while I'm at it. Is there any way I can make this green without it looking really, really weird? Because this blends a bit too much. That's a bit better. And I might have to adjust this too, yeah, while I'm at it. Yeah, that's like blue. I just need her to stand out a bit more from the background, that's all. I think that looks good. Oh my god, I forgot that was the selection layer. So it'd be Eleanor's old hair, how this would look. That would not work at all. The pink is a good contrast though, I think. I think I'm gonna have to to really adjust this pink though. Yeah, I was so happy when I thought up of just giving her pink hair, because at first I was doing it because I was completely biased for it. I just thought it looked nice. And I was like, oh, it actually does kind of work better for her character because it'll show her transformation over time. Ooh, that fits a lot nicer, I think, with the lighting. It does pop, yeah. It's very noticeable. Okay, so it kind of doesn't matter what color I make that. It's just going to be like that. Okay. That's before. That's after. And I think if I saturate this a tiny bit more and darken it, it'll look perfect. Yeah. Before, after. What do you guys think? Before, after. Before, after. I'm not too sure myself. I think it's also after. After just makes more sense, doesn't it? See, the thing with this is I'm actually kind of using these like posters as tests for lighting styles that I'm going to be using later in comics and stuff. Because the trick I'm trying to find out is actually how to do these comics a lot faster, but also make them look nicer. So like I've been able to get the sketches for the comics out pretty quick, but I want to see if I can start getting them colored a lot faster too. So I'm trying out various techniques and whatnot. Okay, I think her teeth need to be a little darker. Just very slightly darker. Okay, and now, oh, I have an idea. I know what to put here. I know exactly what to put here. I just gotta find the right font for it. It's around here somewhere. No, no. It's one of them thin fonts. Oh, I was just using it the other day. Is it this one? No. Oh, where the hell is it? Is it Tintagel? Yes, it is. Hang on. Is this copyright free? Tintagel font. Please tell me it's royalty free. Is it? Oh, thank God it's free for commercial use. Okay, I can use this. Thank God to whoever made this. I don't know if it'll fit though. I'm gonna try it just for fun. Actually, no, I think I know. I think I'm gonna literally just draw it in, because that makes more sense. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, actually, before I do that, I had this in mind. And then, let me drop that. Just to give it some kind of framing, I suppose. There we go. Just adds something. Or actually, I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep it for now. Just for fun. Everything is always just for fun. Ooh, idea. What if I do this? Nope, not quite what I want. No, that doesn't really look right, does it? This is the fun part of designing. You have no idea what you're doing half the time. Maybe down here, actually. Yeah, and it's like climbing up a little bit. Let's try this. Checker pattern. That is literally how half of this stuff is sometimes, where I'm just like putting things until it looks right. Till it makes sense. And that's kind of what design is half the time. You just do it until it looks right. It's been a while since I did any ornamentation. Where would this be? This would be here. Then it would be here. Yeah. Let's try it. Ooh, okay, I do like that. I like how it's kind of coming down a little bit. There we go, and then maybe make this one bigger too while I'm at it. Thoughts on this? What are we thinking? Yay or nay on the ornamentation? That is cool, I like. I'm not totally sold on it, so I'm going to mess around with it a little bit. I do kind of like it, I just don't know. I don't know anything, man. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let me see. A little too real. Okay, what does this look? Just dark. Ooh, whoa, okay. Wow. Okay, that's really striking. Whoa. Okay, this is kind of nice. I like this a lot, actually. Yeah. Ooh, that was completely by accident. Ooh, okay. Wait, I have an idea. What if I merge these all into one layer, and then I reverse gradient them on the way down too? Does that sell me on it? Ooh, that looks so much nicer. Actually, maybe this should just be like this color. Honestly, just leaving, yeah, honestly, just leaving it like that. This is so clean. Hang on, how does that look in my thumbnails real quick? Okay, that's gorgeous. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was completely by accident. This is, yeah, this is generally how this kind of stuff goes. It it doesn't work until it does, and then it works amazingly. Ooh. Okay, that came out super nice. That is crazy. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I think if it stays like that, it's perfect. Let me get my watermark real quick. Where the hell am I? Where is it? I definitely got to make a new watermark soon. It's probably gonna be custom, like the Limanox one. But I definitely got to make a new one at some point. God, okay, that turned out so much better than I thought it was gonna. That's crazy. Actually kind of insane how well that turned out. I gotta mess with more like, I don't know what this kind of color palette is, like when it's like a desaturated white to like a very, very contrasted color. I have no idea what that's called, but it looks awesome and I really want to do more of it. Just for fun, let me mess around with the placement of the engineering stuff. Does look super nice. Yeah, it's great. I'm really happy with this. This came out way nicer than at first I was like, okay, this is good enough. But now it's like actually like wicked. Like I really like this. I'm invested now. Let me see. Okay, this definitely looks a little bit better. Trying to get the angle just right. Oh, maybe this actually looks nice. Dude, no, this is crazy. In case you're wondering why I'm so zoomed out, it's because I'm trying to. A thing you can do, like if you're struggling with drawing, one thing you can do that actually really helps is looking at it from very far away. Uh, that pretty much just gives you the shapes, and it will tell you exactly what is and is not readable. And so, like from this, I can just see that this is like, it's like from a distance, these shapes kind of blend, whereas this one's way more readable, this original one. But I like how much more dense this one is, personally. Uh, Shit. Okay, I'll leave it like this for now. Very slightly edited, I think. I think that's perfect. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That came out so much better than I thought it was. Seriously. Man, I'm still kind of blown away by that. That was kind of nuts. Actually kind of insane. Okay, enough tooting my own horn. Let me get back to work here. Uh, can I get this bar to do the same thing? What does it look like? I don't know how I feel about this part, personally. No, not really. I kind of like this more. This is like perfect. I really don't think there's much else I could do with this aside from maybe adjusting the color on her kind of jacket to be a bit more green to contrast with it some more. But I really don't think there's much else I could possibly do. Yeah, no, same, same. It's crazy. I can't get over how like shocking that just like it's like a completely different piece almost. It's crazy. It feels super different. I think this is pretty much done, honestly. Like I can't really I legitimately can't think of anything else I would add to this. It's crazy. It was like perfect. That was nuts. Okay, I'm sticking with this. This came out super nice. Let me export this real quick. Where's my where's my folder? My junk folder. Damn. Okay, I actually can't stop looking at it. It came out so nice. That was nuts. The, I swear, every time something happens that's like nice, it's because I forget to change the color palette I have in my gradient tool. I just completely forgot to change it, and it ended up looking like super crazy. Okay, this is it. This is the one. Let me export that real quick. Definitely gonna be posting this one. Damn. Dude, this one makes me super. Thank you guys for helping me out with this one. This one makes me super happy. It's nice that we were able to kind of ideate over this, but also just that like I haven't done ornamentalized posters like this in such a long time. It's so nice that this one just worked straight off the bat. Well, not straight off the bat after some work, but like it just worked like super well. I don't know how I feel about think I'm gonna adjust the yoga pants very slightly. How much of a difference does that really make? Yeah, it's a teeny bit better. It was fun to one. Wait, just click like that. Hang on, I want to go back and see that. Hang on, let me go back with the stream. That just kind of happened. God, that just happened. That was crazy. God, yeah, no, that was crazy. That was like perfect. Okay. Yeah, God, I keep saying it. I think I'm just gonna leave her like that. Is there anything else here I could possibly do? I don't think so. I definitely got to get a new watermark. These are commercially free fonts, so I don't mind it, but I do want my own unique font. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this piece. Wow, okay, I kind of can't stop looking at it. It's really God, I'm so glad you guys are here to see that because that felt awesome. That's kind of how it feels sometimes when you're really frustrated drawing something and then it just works and it works really really well too. Oh, that's like awesome. I'm super glad you guys were here for that. That was lovely. That's what we that's what I do these streams for. That's what I do art for. Moments like that. Okay, exporting that one for sure, and I'm sending that straight to the server because that came out like perfect. Damn. That was really, really good. Oh, have I not sent the last recent stuff for Lemanox? I did, actually. I just haven't sent the posters as of late. I did this one, and I did this one. God, that came out really nice. Okay. Yeah, okay, let me finish that. I kind of want to keep looking at it. It's so pretty. Okay. Oh, and just, yeah. Now, it's like, I I know it totally sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, and to a degree I kind of am, but like, dude, that feels so cool when you get it to work right. Especially because I've been struggling with this piece for like a week. I just had no idea where to take it. Unfortunately, Burzy hasn't responded yet. So it's been about an hour. If they don't respond soon, I'm probably just gonna leave it off here because honestly, that was a really cool spot to leave the stream. It's been about an hour. I think I'll add in a tiny bit more of the color and I'll just leave it there. Oh, that felt so cool. Okay, I'm definitely doing more like random Lemanox art streams because stuff like that is super fun. Okay, back to the YCH. I'll add a tiny bit more color just to get it out of the way because I don't see anything that might need to be changed, but I'll see what the commissioner says, and if I need to change it, it shouldn't be too big of a fix afterwards. So might as well. I at least want to get the blue pattern in because this is kind of the crux of the whole like fur shape, and it comes over the shoulders here. All right, yeah, okay. So this dark blue is gonna have to be adjusted slightly. I think I'm gonna make this a bit more teal. Teal is just such an overpowered color, man. It literally mixes with everything. Except maybe like other teal. So this kind of goes over her eyebrow here. And it actually goes into the ear, I think. Yeah, it comes down around the neck and it comes like on this side and it goes into the ear right here. That's unique actually. I've never seen that. Usually the inside color is the light one, not the darker color. It's pretty cool. I haven't really seen that before. Dude, that felt like gambling. That felt awesome. This must be how gamblers feel. Here we go. You guys ready for the gamble stream coming up next? Here we go. Let's add in the blue all the way. I should probably make more space down here. Let's go designing. I can't stop winning! Hell yeah. I just can't stop winning. It's so awesome. I've been at my computer for 7 hours and this piece is still put it all on red. Hell yeah. This piece is still not complete. I can't stop winning. Hell yeah. I should make like a gambling game in Godot and just like stream it. Just for fun. Like a slots game. Slots cooperative, maybe? Who'd join for co-op slots? Who's coming on board for that? Maximum gambling. Okay, let's see. Blue, blue, blue. Can I make this very slightly... So I'm not going to change her too much because she has a very particular color palette here. I don't want to mess with it too much. I do, I do, I do. Me. Hell yeah. Alright, co-op slots. When I figure out how to program properly, we're doing that. Eventually. Probably never. If I ever figure out how to program properly. I can do like HTML okay. Like I know how to make squares. It's about the extent of what they taught me. God, I remember this one time we had to make like bounding boxes for I think like actual like little pop-ups for browser stuff and it was just hell. It was so annoying. Just like rounding out the corners was a pain in the ass. I suck so ass at programming. Let's see. Oh, the tail. I had a feeling I was missing that. And by I had a feeling I was missing that, I mean I did not realize until literally 5 seconds ago. Yeah, let's do that now. HTML is fun for designing, but it gets difficult when you want moving parts. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I can imagine as in, yeah, I was in that class and I had to suffer. I gave up after that. I did not take web design too. I don't know anything about pewter. Good, honestly. It's no, I'm joking. No, coding is fun, but you have to be in a very specific state of mind to understand it. A state of mind that I usually cannot attain. I am just not great at programming. Like I can do it if I force myself to. Like I get my ball and chain and I just like I like actually just like sit myself in front of the computer for enough time. I just do it. I can kind of do it, but like I just suck at coding. It's just not my thing. Usually not my thing. Sometimes it's fun. Uh, when I was working on the Unreal game for Liminox, I was actually having a fair bit of fun with the rendering programming language. I forget what it's called. The one that they use. I know Unreal uses nodes, but it has like an actual language. Although I think it is literally just C++. That's like me with art. We have the opposite problems. I cannot turn on my left brain for the life of me. I just suck at math. I'm so bad at math. Or anything like math related. How far down the arm does this go? Like here? Yeah. Can't do either? Nah, I'm sure you can. Right brain machine broke. I am the right brain, I am the right brain. Ooh, I haven't seen a Bo Burnham video in a while. I wonder what he's been up to. Hopefully something new. Okay. So that seems to be where her... Oh, it comes into the stomach actually here. Teeny bit. Like that. And then it goes up... It doesn't actually carry all the way up the face, which is surprising to me. It goes here. Across the cheek and under the eye. And then a bit over the eye as well. Oh, no, not over the eye. Over the eye is white. Okay, never mind. Is there anything else that needs this color in particular? Okay, and I'll grab this. Oh my god. Oh, hell no. Here we go. Make that a little bit less dark. Oh god, this is looking... She looks really good here, actually. I really like how that looks. It is a wonderful color palette, actually, mixed with this dark and these oranges. Oh, I should probably put the stocking here as like an actual color instead of just the void. There we go. I feel like there's a lot of missed potential with current/truck-based personas. I wish more people did it. Fair enough. I mean, like, I've noticed aeromorphs have gotten more popular. Plus, I think, like, general, like, anthro characters like that are slowly becoming more popular. I've been seeing more aeromorphs than I usually do on my feed. That could entirely just be bias, but I generally feel like they're getting more popular than not. Where's the bikini layer? Here we go. Somebody just did a burnout outside, and they didn't do it very well because it sounds like they probably fired their head gasket. Okay, so the hair is, ooh, that looks really nice, actually. That's a very nice shade of green. That's just straight from the ref. My berry, that was me, my bad. Uh-oh. Well, I think your head gasket broke. God, that reminds me of that one time in back in like high school, I was taking like an auto class and we had to disassemble an entire like small engine and put it back together, and we ran out of screws. Like we were missing like 6 or 7 screws. We don't know how or why, but we were. Um, and we basically kind of just built like a we couldn't actually have the fuel tank screwed onto the engine, so when it turned on, it was like kind of just hovering there with a tube connected to it, and I don't know how we passed that class, but we did. Just throw some silicone on and smash it back together, it'll be fine. Yeah, what are you talking about, man? Your engine is just fine. I think combustion engine is one of the worst things to run out of screws. Yeah. It was funny. I don't know how we passed that class. I'm serious. I really don't. I have no clue. I guess the teacher probably thought it was funny, but it's the same dude who chewed us out for not knowing what a steering column was, so I don't know how. Frankly, I'm surprised any of us survived being in the vicinity of that thing, because, like, it was jumping. Like, it wasn't a big engine, but, like, it was jumping, like, around on the concrete pavement. And something shot out of it, and we still to this, well, it was years ago, but to this day, I have no idea what that was. It was probably another one of the bolts. To be fair, those engines were old as hell, so we did our best. I think we got like a 60% on that. Again, I don't know how we passed, but we did. The engine did work. In hindsight, it could have been a lot worse. Uh, Me putting computers together? Is it that bad? Like, are you just like using random parts? Okay, I know a friend who repaired a motherboard with a stapler. Like a staple. The screw fits, therefore it's the right one, yeah. Yeah, so on one of the yeah, on one of the resistors, my friend like he put like a staple on it instead of the resistor that I think he calculated to be just like just enough for like the voltage to go through it. And I mean it worked just fine. So I guess he was right. Bypass the resistor, yeah, with a staple. Like it was like literally like instead of a wire, it was just a staple. I don't know how to describe it. It was kind of very surreal, but it was also kind of nuts. Credit where it's due. It was impressive. I'll give him that. Okay, I think that's done. They haven't responded yet still. Honestly, it sounds like me because I'm very bad at soldering. When I was a kid, I used to solder all the time with my dad, and we had zero like air protection whatsoever. We just like inhaled all that. That was pretty fun. Can't be that bad at soldering. I used to no, I know. I didn't do that much, but like I hope it was unleaded. I hope so too. We're hoping for the same thing here. But no, it wasn't that much. I only did it a couple times. It was fun though. I kind of miss doing it. If I do it again, I'd probably do it with uh, some kind of protection, ideally. There we go. Yeah, no, it's still pretty fun. Okay, I don't think there's anything too major I'm missing. Ooh, yeah, actually, wait, no, I'm missing this, like, green part, or this, like, teal over here. I just do it outside usually. Yeah, fair enough. It's probably better, honestly. There we go. Okay. At least until at least until the commissioner responds, I don't think I can actually do anything too much further. I think this is pretty much done as far as colors go. I'm gonna see what they think, I suppose. I'll let them get back to me, and depending on what they think, I might just leave it here. I might make this glow a bit more, because I noticed their hair kind of glows. Okay, let's see. Any response yet? No. Still no response. Okay. I mean, this is pretty much done. And if they ask for a change, it shouldn't be too crazy to do. So, daw. I know. No, it's fine. People are busy. You know how it is. I will color in these lines, though, just for fun. Because I am here, I might as well. That stocking is pretty cute. Yeah, I like how the nylon look kind of came out on that. I think it looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Man, I'm actually gonna miss doing these. These were really fun. Uh, these are really fun YCHs to do. People had pretty fun ideas, and all the outfits came out pretty good, I think. Oh, I missed something back there. Wait, what part of this was yellow? Oh, the eyes. Oh, right. I still have to do the like the floral pattern on the background on the like the character itself. I knew I missed something. Yeah, the tail. Ooh, the tail is kind of complicated. Goes down and it comes back and swirls. Okay, so it's like a Tesla valve. Yeah, it is like Tesla valve shaped. Oh, that looks kind of cool actually. Loki kind of fuck with that, man. That looks pretty good. Does it go down the thigh? No, the flowers on the thigh, the hibiscus flowers on the thigh. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... There we go. I'm not drawing that from memory. Do I have the icon somewhere? Or no, is that not a... What is this flower called? I don't know what this flower is called, actually, now that I think about it. Is it a sakura flower? It might be, actually. Yes, yes it is. Okay. I don't know why I was confusing it with a hibiscus flower. Are there any good icons I can just copy-paste? Or am I just gonna have to do this from memory? I'm just gonna have to do this from memory, aren't I? Okay. Memory time. Lotus? No, it's a sakura flower. Good suggestion, though. I probably would have thought of that next if I didn't think of the sakura. All right, memory. We're doing this from memory. Okay, honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm not good with plants in any way. You can be good with plants. Okay, yeah. Have you ever tried, I'm assuming you've tried gardening at least once to reach that conclusion. I helped out a bit, which wasn't bad. I remember one time we were like kids in school and they just made us dig trenches for like a garden once. I'm sorry, I don't know why I recalled that. But even my very few houseplants never ended up doing well. You should get a cactus. Cactus would be perfect for you. Yeah, they kind of just made us do labor that day for fun. It was pretty fun. We had a lot of fun just digging holes. But you should get a cactus. I have this like, oh god, my sister, like one of her friends, she got a cactus and it somehow managed to she my sister's friend like she she had a cactus and sorry not yeah, she had this cactus and somehow she managed to like not take care of it for so long that it died of dehydration, which was like actually kind of nuts. Yeah, I don't ask me because I don't know, but I guess she didn't water it for like years. I don't know how one even achieves that, but it happened, apparently. But yeah, alright. I think that's all like the patterning, and unless there's stuff on the face I'm missing. No, there is stuff on the shoulder I'm missing though. Like that, yeah. Damn, that looks really nice actually. You can see why they got this. I can see why they put these patterns in the first place. It's very pretty actually. Damn, that does look really nice. Let me try something with this. Ooh, okay, that looks really good. Maybe slightly more blue and maybe this slightly more purple. Actually, no, this looks fine as is. Damn, okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Slightly lighter lines. Damn, okay, so I guess the colors on this are pretty much done. Still no response, but honestly, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Let me see. Actually, no, it kind of looks fine like that. Okay, well, um, there we go. It kind of feels weird not fully finishing this piece. I kind of want to fully finish it before finishing this stream. It doesn't feel right for the last one. No, I'm gonna wait a little longer. Hopefully they can respond a little bit. It's been about a couple hours, but I reckon they're probably like at work or like asleep or something. The end of an era. Yeah, no, literally. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think I'm just gonna finish it, and then if they ask for change, just for the satisfaction of having it done, and then if they ask for changes later, I'll just make the changes. Because I feel weird ending the stream with the piece that's like not done for like the last of this, because this is a big moment. There's a lot of stuff here. We've cried a lot. We've done so much gambling together on this journey. So much gambling with design. It's been a wonderful time. It'd be a shame to just leave it. So I think I will just like, if they ask for changes, I'll just add it. Like I don't mind doing the extra changes right now because I just want to see this done. So I'm really happy with how this whole thing came out, and I don't want to just leave this on like a like well, and you'll just have to believe me that it got done. But yeah, no, I want to see this done. Okie dokie. Ooh, maybe this should be orange actually. Oh, that looks quite nice. Wonder if I can color balance the green a little better. Ooh, that does look nice. And the hair. Let me try the hair. Be a bit more like this. No, that should be good. And with the background. Damn, that is the last one. Holy. Oh, I forgot to get her eyes down. I should do that. I think they gave the exact color too. Yeah, this color. Holy moly. Yeah, this is literally the last one. Holy moly, for sure. So I think I have an idea for the text I'm going to try, which is just that. Oh, that is not the right font. There we go. I think it's distinguished. Put the its over here. Get a bit more space for the other word. Not sure how I feel about this. Maybe yellow. I think yellow might look better. Yeah, like this light yellow looks really good. And I think I'll just leave it there. Oh my goodness. Damn, okay. This has been quite a long journey. So many YCHs. I don't even know how many I've done at this point. I think I did six per round, but like I did a few extras here and there, so it's been like, I don't know. It's been 5 rounds, so give or take like 3 extras and like some alts. It's been like 35 different ones. Yeah, no, it's great, guys. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'm just gonna leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching and watching this series. this series has finally come to an end. The next one is gonna be coming up soon. That's a different YCH, but this YCH is done. There's gonna be no more rounds, at least for the foreseeable future. Maybe like, okay, like if you want to commission one of these in the future, and like you just want to get one, by all means, uh, those will still be open. But like I'm gonna be charging a little bit more for them because I'm gonna be working on other stuff and whatnot. But yeah, these won't have another round at least for the foreseeable future. But it was great to work on these. It was a lovely time. It was just wonderful working with everyone and just having everyone here and just like all the commissioners. And I know many people probably won't be watching this, but thank you all for just sticking with the ride. And it was really fun. It was the first time I've really tried something like this where I actually like streamed the work, and this definitely helped me a lot. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So expect to see more streams like this, more YCHs. We made a lot of friends. It's a pleasure to meet all of you and see all of you consistently, and it's been lovely. But yeah, don't worry, there'll be more streams coming. I'm gonna take a slight break after finishing this one off, and then yeah, from there on we'll see what happens. But until then, thank you all for watching, and you all have a lovely evening. See ya.